about changing locations and shit. Man, get into this motherfucking bag. Stand on the way I made. Sacrificing time for this shit. Man, I got a plan. Tried to tell niggas years ago. They ain't understand. Riding by myself and it's cool. I'm all in my head. Everything in life you can't replace. I build relationships. Pretty little smile make a nigga wanna lock it in. We met the same time I lost a friend. We should try again. You been on my mind. You should hop in. I ain't gon' hurt you, baby girl. You know we locked in. Used to be on FaceTime calls on the regular. Never made time, landed on my busy schedule. Now every time I hit the bay, you know I think of you. Working on your brand, love, you know that I.
Yeah, man, and we are
live. Wow.
Yeah, magic fingers, powers, and everything, man. What's good with
Oh, they
y'all today?
pipers. What's
Yeah,
happening?
dog. And listen, this is Cowboy Convos, where we have conversations about the Dallas Cowboys. I know it's a novelty, but we do it. And hey, I am the sole proprietor of the liquor store, man. If you're trying to damage your kidneys beyond repair, if you there, we got you. We got gin, we got hen, and everything else under the sun that can make you sin, man. So come and tap in with your boy Henny, and let's get drunk off this Dallas Cowboys content, man. And hey, if you need something a little bit stronger, tap in with Land, the trap house right around the corner, man. What's good with you today, brother?
Absolutely, man. I'm feeling great, man. Feeling great. Uh, it's getting closer and closer to my arrival date, so I'm excited. I'm ready to get this going. It feel like it's taking forever right now, though. You know what I'm saying? I ain't gonna hold you. It feel like it's taking forever and a day. But we gonna get there. We gonna get there.
Yes, indeed, man. Also, man, salute to Tamika. She said liquor store is open and I need a shot and some a little stronger. Shit, we got you. Whatever you need, you know we in here with it, man. But,
Absolutely.
but hey, Land, do it just feel different today, or am I tripping, or am I feeling like this because football is back today?
Maybe you are feeling different because of football back. Real football come back today.
Yeah. Hey, and listen, this ain't padded practice. This ain't patty cake. This ain't team drills. These are teams that will be playing real football. There will be people that get tackled. There will be people that get sacked. There will be people that catch touchdowns, run touchdowns in, break through contact. Real football is happening today, man. So I want to take this time because the Hall of Fame game is today to talk about our own preseason schedule because that's what's really going to make or break a lot of these guys standing with the team this year, man. You know, we think highly of a lot of these guys, but they got to go out there and perform against other hungry football players that are trying to make it in the NFL, and that's when you know if you got something or not.
Absolutely. Who has to have a, well, I don't know what you got prepared because you know how we do content. But
Hmm.
who would you have? Who needs the biggest preseason showing?
Joe Milton, probably, in my opinion.
I mean, what from what I've been hearing, they saying Joe looking like he the one got the job. So Sam Howell must be disappointed. I don't know.
Well, see, everybody look good in practice.
This is true.
Joe looked
Cause
good
he
in
did
practice
look
last year.
terrible last year in preseason. You're right. I actually paid money to watch him be that bad.
Yeah, because see, and listen, I like the skill sets that Joe brings to the table, as a quarterback because he has all the requisite physical tools and physical gifts to get the job done. He just don't be able to do the job. You know what I mean? So, and this was his preseason stats last year. He was 36 of 65, 458 yards, 3 touchdowns, 2 interceptions. So it wasn't the best showing in the world for Brother Joe. And we just being 1,000. It wasn't the best showing for Brother Joe. But, you know, player progression is a real thing. It is very possible that Joe got his shit together and he is a real quarterback now. Last time I checked, he was just a back flipping, orange chucking, whatever, but he might be a real quarterback at this point. So it's going to
Is
be
he a
very
real
important.
boy? We don't know yet.
Yeah, he on that
I said,
Pinocchio kind of time.
yeah, I might start saying that more often. I said he might. We don't know if he a real boy yet. He might be Pinocchio. We don't know.
Nah, you ain't lying about that. And I don't think he is though. Honestly, I still think Sam Howell is a better player than he is at this point in time. Now, could I be wrong? Could I be biased? Possibly.
We could be downplaying the growth of Joe Milton though. That was his first year last year, and we know he got a lot of potential. So maybe he put it together this year. We got to see how that work out. I mean, this is year 2 for him in his offense.
Nah, he ain't shit.
Damn, man.
I'm just playing. I don't know, but I ain't never seen him make a throw like this. I'm just saying, like I seen Sam Howell for a season be a decent quarterback. I'm not sitting here acting like Sam Howell is the second coming of Patrick Mahomes and no shit like that. Patrick Mahomes is still with us, but I definitely feel more comfortable with him running the offense and his playmaking ability with his arm over what Joe Milton can provide at this point in time, dog. Uh, let's take it to a poll in the chat boxes too, man. Who do y'all feel more comfortable with being the backup quarterback? Joe Milton or Sam Howell at this point? Yeah, I feel like it's Sam for me.
The answer to me, honestly, the answer is nobody. But if I had to pick, you know what I'm saying? If you held that metaphorical gun to my head, and I had to pick, then I would probably choose Sam Howell just because I've seen him be productive in the league. But like, I still wouldn't be comfortable, so I might have to use some different words. I could live with it. Maybe I won't die. I don't know. You
Time is
know what I'm saying?
crazy.
It'll have to be some words like that. Definitely not comfortable. Not a comfortable situation.
Huh. Well, man, shit. I don't know. I don't know. And I feel I feel you with that though, because honestly, if Dak Prescott had to miss the season, right? Knock on wood. We don't want anything like that remotely
Knock
to
on
happen
wood.
before. But let's say that Dak had to miss some time. I would not feel confident in the ability of any one of these quarterbacks to be a long-term solution to winning football games. Like, if that goes down, I know the season is over at that point with any one of these guys as my backup.
See,
So
now you really making me. I was trying to stay on course, but since you begged that question, you know the question I asked you last night. I might have to bring that up now.
go ahead.
I want to know this from the chat and everybody. I know, to me, the way I've been hearing people think about running back two was mostly like in addition to Williams, like helping him out or changing the pace of Williams. I ain't heard really many people think about the possibility of that running back two having to carry us for some games. Like, let's say, for instance, if Javante had to miss a couple games, just for anything. Like, we not wishing this, but that what they say, you got to be prepared for the worst. So, which one of these running backs would you feel good about being your starter outside of Javante Williams? Because this is really how you're supposed to build your roster. Because, the starter, if Williams is hurt, might be a different running back than the guy who we looking to change the pace or add to what Williams bring to us. So, which one of these running backs are you going to start if something was to happen to Javante Williams?
Let him fight it out of training camp and preseason.
No. I ain't talking about let it play out. I'm talking about who would you pick right now? I know we don't got a lot of information, but I just want to know where you going with the information you do have.
Man, if we doing it by the points, they both tied. I mean, we had a whole grading system. Both the motherfuckers are sitting at the same amount of points right now on my scorecard. I can't speak for nobody else's. Ben Nakonda is way down on the list. I don't even feel like he should make the team with how he's done so far. He barely plays. He's fumbling and shit. So if I just went by the grading card right now, it would have to be a preference thing. Like, I probably feel more comfortable with Phil Maffa because he had more. And then I say I'm leaving Malik Davis out the motherfucker. He don't even really do too much in training camp. I forgot all about Malik Davis' ass. So probably Malik. It would probably be Malik Davis at this point. Not because he did anything to thrill me or blow me away in training camp, but because I have actual knowledge of what he can do on an NFL field. So probably Malik Davis at this point. And then we would probably be playing like 3-4 running backs. I play Malik Davis. Then I'll give some carries to Field. I'll give some opportunities to the Blue. I probably have to go out there with a 3-headed monster, at the running back position if Javante wasn't there. But I probably would leave with Malik.
I feel the same way. That's why I felt like that was an interesting question, because I don't think really people thinking about that type of scenario. And like I said, that answer to that question might be different than your answer to the question if I asked you who running back two is.
Right.
It still might be different. Because you might look at Phil Maffa as a guy who can step in and do some of the same things Williams can do. And that's what you need because that's the style you want to play. Blue might not be able to give you that, or Malik Davis might not be able to give you that. And you might look at Phil Maffa as the backup to Javante Williams. But then if Javante okay, you might look at Blue or Malik Davis as the addition to him. You see what I'm saying?
Mm-hmm.
Yeah, I think that's an interesting conversation.
Also, kudos to John Machota on the video. I know his name is showing, but I still want to make sure folks know where the dope came from, man. But
Look at him snitching already, Tamika. God damn, he's snitching already. But nah, shout
hey,
out to John Masoda. We appreciate you, man.
which one of our rookie class members are you looking forward to seeing in preseason?
You already know who.
Who?
Basham. Barham. I don't know why I keep wanting to call him Basham. Barham.
Well, we had a Basham on the team
We
before.
did. But Barham for sure.
I can respect that. And really,
Because he might save our life at linebacker. We don't know.
hmm And I like Barham, his versatility, because he can do a lot of different things. You can bring him off at the edge. You can use him as an interior linebacker. He's been very stout against the run. It's up to this point. Barham. Yeah. I think mine would be like Malachi Lawrence, though. If I had to just throw a name out there, and I'm gonna tell you why. It's, in my opinion, it's Malachi for me. And I did bring some footage from Malachi, so hopefully they don't flag us or no goofy shit like that. For me,
Like what? Somebody whoop hands for saying that. He take it back. He's sorry. But yeah, Malachi Lawrence will be an interesting person to watch too. Because I don't know, man. This might be the most reps you see him get on a consistent basis. I ain't saying that he not gonna get reps, but we don't know. We don't really know yet how that rotation gonna look. We not sure yet.
all right, I'm back, man. Yeah, my bad. My damn phone had tweaked out on me for a second.
So if I had to ask you this, do you feel like Malachi is gonna be a starter day one?
No, he should.
So that's why I said, to me, this could be your best opportunity to see him with a lot of like consecutive, consistent reps. Because like we know he a first round pick, so he will be utilized, especially in Dallas. But like, just being honest, I ain't heard a big impact from him. So like, I don't know if he's just getting overshadowed by Caleb Downs or Basham. I mean, Barham, I gotta keep to saying that. Barham or what, but we'll see. I don't know. I'm not trying to be unfair to the young man because maybe he's just doing his job. But like, the bare minimum is not gonna get your name ringing either though. So we'll see.
Yeah, so I'll say this in regards to Malachi. Like, he's a young player, and the position he plays takes time. At the same token, I think he will flash a couple of times in preseason because he's that kind of athlete. You know what I mean? Like, I think he'll have a couple of plays where you like, oh yeah, that's what the fuck we talking about. But at the same token, I think that it's going to take time for Malachi, to blossom into the player that he eventually will be. You know what I'm saying? So I only ask that he, looks like he belongs out there. He gonna be playing. Well, I don't know that for sure, but he'll be playing backup tackles probably. I don't think that anybody's gonna play their starters at least game one. So look like you're on equal footing or better than them. That's the only thing I can ask you. Even if you don't get sacks, are you getting pressures? Are you making them step up in the pocket? Are you making them throw the ball away? How are you playing in run support? Are you setting the edge? I need to see you do some of these things for me. And I think it's very important for an edge player in preseason because you're not able to do your main job in training camp. You can't touch the quarterback. There could have been times where he could have decapitated players for all I know, and he couldn't do it. Now, one thing interesting I did hear that Sam Williams was having a very good camp in comparison to what Malachi was doing.
See, that's what I'm saying. That's interesting. But like, we know that I feel like Sam gonna get his opportunities because I feel like if they didn't see nothing in Sam, they had every opportunity to just let him lead last year. Like I really think they gonna give him a fair shot too. And like they probably got the idea to use Malachi in a rotation. But if Sam ain't doing that, then they probably start him. That's probably how it's gonna go.
Yeah, Malachi was going to be in a rotation either way because I think even with his struggles, I think that Eazy-E, I ain't going to even say struggles, even with the ejection.
Even with the natural progression, I think what he's trying to say because he got to grow. He got to grow into this role.
Yeah,
you want to continue your hand?
Yeah, right. I'm back. Yeah, this thing try to shut down on me again. They ain't bullshitting. But I was just saying, man, even with Eazy-E's ejection and stuff, he's been having a solid camp, and he'll be the other starting outside linebacker alongside Rashawn Gary. So as it stands, Gary and Eazy-E are your two starting outside linebackers, and it is everybody else, right? You probably can make the argument it should be them, and then passing situation you want to throw out James Houston. You know what I'm saying? But I feel it definitely should be a rotation, you know, at the linebacker room, and I think it should be dependent on who's playing better.
You want to know something? How my mind works?
How so?
I really think. I'm gonna ask y'all a question. Is it concerning that nobody really challenged Easy? Cause think about it. You got Sam Williams, you got Malachi Lawrence. I think ideally you wanted somebody to push him or challenge him for that starting role. Like Eve ain't did nothing to be just, set in stone, if you think about it.
He's had an outstanding camp in comparison to everybody.
No, I'm talking about I was talking about going in, bro. Like going into this camp.
They haven't.
I'm talking about going into the camp.
Yeah, but that's my point. They haven't did shit. Sam has had a good camp, but he ain't had a better camp than Eazy-E.
This is what I'm saying. I'm saying, ideally, you would have wanted them to be pushing him. I'm not saying that they are. I'm saying it's kind of concerning that nobody has. That's what I'm saying. Yeah, I'm not saying nobody should be above him. I'm just saying why I don't feel like nobody's been making his seat hot either.
Yeah, but see, I look at that conversely. I think he's had a very good camp outside of one day when he got through out the club. That's what I'm saying. I think he's having a very,
you're saying
very
it's more of
camp.
a reflection of what he doing opposed to what the other people doing.
Yeah, that's the way I'm looking at it.
Okay. I ain't mad at that.
Yeah, I just feel like he's stronger. He's been playing in run support very well. There was one day, and take it with a grain of salt, there was no pass. He would have had 11 sacks. Let them tell it.
Yeah, I ain't mad at that. I like the aggression. I was just talking about ideally, the idea of it. Cause going into this count, even though we pencil him in because we like him and we feel like he's talented, it's still wasn't no guarantee because he didn't do a whole lot last year. So what if Malachi would have came in here as a real gangster and just, you know what I'm saying, had us looking that easy? If he would have came in here and pulled a Barham and just took a roll, that was possible.
Yeah. Nah, I get where you're coming from in regards to it. I'm just talking about how things have played out to this point. I know what you're saying though, but I feel that Dominic Saraku And if you just look at the track record, like he should be the one to take the jump. You know what I'm saying? Like he should take the jump to being a guy that can be productive, in year two, adding on the strength, you know, and being able to maybe even quadruple, his sack total from last year. He had two. Who's to say that he can't get 8 or 10 this year? Now that he got the peanut butter in his body, as Vach says, man. But and like again, this is no shade to anybody else, because again, like Sam has been very impressive. He's played the run well. He's played the pass well. He's got after the quarterback well. So I'm not saying that nobody else in the outside linebacker room hasn't had a good camp, but I'm just saying that up to this point, I think Easy E has solidified himself, and hopefully that can. And again, you got to take the shit from the chalkboard to the practice field to the real game. So he still got to go out there and do it. But I think we're on the right track.
I got somebody else. Now that we discussed this, I got somebody else I want to see in preseason.
Who you talking about?
Sam Williams. I feel like he got to play.
You ain't bullshitting. Yeah, Sam got to play.
Sam got to play. Because now I'm thinking, okay, if we give Rashawn Gary the first dibs, Easy second dibs, who is not a definite third dibs kind of guy?
Huh?
Like, not for sure. I don't know who for sure to give them reps.
I have no idea, honestly.
And then even if they split it, what that split look like? You know what I'm saying? That's what I'm interested in. Like, if Malachi and Sam splitting them reps, what that split look like? Because to be honest now, everybody would like Malachi to have that because he's our first round pick. He's the one that we got more resources invested into, and he's the younger guy. He's the one that'll make the future look better. But shit, if we trying to win, what if Sam is just playing better than him?
Then Sam need to play.
How that shit gonna work out though? You know what I'm saying?
Well, we gonna find out if they on that my guy shit. We gonna find out if they on that sponsorship stuff. We'll know quickly. We'll see. We got eyes. We can see who's playing well and who ain't, man. You know what I'm saying? So when it comes right down to it, if we get out here and Sam is the one that's productive, let's say that early on in the season we play like 5 games and Sam got 3 sacks in a limited role. Man, you would have thought I never said nothing bad about Sam Williams. Well, I'm gonna crash out about him.
Damn, I just thought about something.
What's up?
What if James Houston come into play? Is he the definite third?
I've been talking about him like he is. He was second on your team in sacks last year.
Man, I think James Houston could be a casualty almost. Real talk. Because, like, all that he did last year was great. But this a whole new DT. He might look at you like, you said, nigga, this James Houston. That nigga might be like, nigga, who is James Houston? Look, for real, you seen how he did clowning?
He's white left.
He looked at clowning like, boy, please. You can't play for me. I'm cool. So, like, who's to say that he just head over heels for him? And I told you, he is little. If you look at the DNs that he drafted and brought in, they do not look like James Houston.
No, you're right about that.
Rashawn Gary and Malachi Lawrence got a whole opposite body type than James Houston.
Rashawn Gary is huge, and so is Malachi.
That's what I'm saying. So James Houston might not even be his preference.
Yeah, well, I think Malachi is down there 6'5". Like he is a real 6'4", and then there's some change to that. So the boy is down there 6'5".
And we know Sam got the size too. He got all the intangibles, like the attributes, the size and the speed and shit.
Mm-hmm. It
So
just ain't never panned out so
yeah,
far.
it just ain't. He ain't been able to put it all together. So I mean, just off for his history of where he been drafting and the players he brought in, he probably be a little more fond of Sam. Now that might be the real discussion, because we know Malachi gonna have to get his unless he the new Miles Smith, and we don't want to wish that on the young man. But the real conversation sounds like it's between James Houston and Sam Williams. Which
So
one of them gonna get more favor?
I have a question that's not related to Edge though.
Go ahead.
How do you feel about them being non-committal about Caleb Downs playing in preseason?
Man, if y'all don't suit that man up,
Same shit I'm saying, bro. Same
I
shit
don't
I'm
want
saying.
to see Caleb Downs over there with Drew on smiling with the starters. Hell no.
Ain't did shit. And I love the prospect that Caleb Downs is. You ain't did shit.
That's an earned position. Cause I think Downs gonna be fine, man. He one of the people that we ain't gotta worry about being treated too nicely and then go out there and play like crap. But like at the same time, bro, like I don't know, man. I don't like that because it seems like he ain't. I don't know. I can't say he ain't earned it. I don't really know how I want to put it, man, because it just don't. I don't like the look of it.
I'll say this. I do not want Caleb Downs' first snap being on the road in New York on opening night, primetime game, lined up against Malik Neighbors.
Look, and I thought about that too. Not just Caleb. We can do it just for the division. I don't want that to be so either. And if you had more to go on to that before I change the subject a little bit, let me know.
Now go ahead and change the subject, man. We flip to champions.
Game one. Who are you deploying to go man up with Malik Neighbors? Now I know we ain't gonna play a whole lot of man, but in those man situations, who the first corner is you gonna be feeling good about walking in front of Malik Neighbors? I know who yours is. I'm talking to the nation and everybody else too, though.
You don't know me.
Yeah, I do.
What I'm finna say?
Kobe Durant.
Yeah, I'm finna say the almighty Devin Moore, man. What you talking about?
Man, stop it. Stop it. And and we know matchups make fights, so we not acting like, that's just a easy ounce. So that's why we would go to somebody like Freaking Man, Stephon Diggs. Who would you deploy out there? Who would you feel the best about covering Stephon Diggs? Who would you feel the best about manning up against Devontae Smith and Malachi Lemon, whoever the fuck they supposed to have over there? Who is the first person you ready to take on that challenge?
All right, I'm back now. I had to play the B role for Devin Moore since I brought it up. But nah, it really is Kobe Durant though. I feel like he's your best corner, hands down. He was consistent playmaker last year, and even though it's only training camp, he's been making plays since he's been out there in Oxnard. He picked off Dak in the end zone. He had numerous pass deflections over the course of these last couple of days. He's going up against the best corners the best wide receivers you can ask for. He's been making plays against CeeDee Lamb and George Pickens. If you can do that, I can trust you against Malik Neighbors, and I can trust you against Stephon Diggs, even though he done joined the NFC East now. I can trust you against, Devontae Smith for the most part. Like, if you can make plays against the best of the best, I can trust you out there. Deron Bland, I can't trust his health. Javon Revel, he's too young to be still for that to be a matchup I'm comfortable with. I ain't seen it, so I gotta see it to believe it that he can do it. I am really just going with Kobe Durant. Now, somebody that got all the physical tools is Devin Moore, and I'm looking forward to seeing him in preseason, see what he could do, see how his skills, transfer over into actual live game situations. But yeah, it's Kobe Durant hands down right now for me. But I do need to. Hold on, he said I ain't certain about none of them. Trey Diggs is dead. I know nobody wants Diggs, but he is deep and cheap. The Dallas Cowboys don't want Diggs. And then Jay Pro Texas, Aaron Donald gonna be at the Rams scrimmage. Don't know yet. He did work out for the Rams yesterday, but there's no, imminent signing for him or anything else like that. Because Aaron said he ain't coming back unless he feel like he could really, really play. He don't want to come back and be a shell of himself. So Aaron worked out. He tried out for the Rams yesterday, but it's up to him. If he feel like he can play, he'll play and he'll be there. If not, But y'all let me know in the chat box, man. Which defensive back do y'all got on y'all mind can be our number one option against number one wide receivers? Who do y'all feel is the guy that can take away, a side of the field, as Brian Schottenheimer said about the run playing? Rebel or Bland? You throwing Rebel out to the Bulls. And listen, Bland is like, I'm gonna use this analogy for the run Bland.
Rebel might have about 16 pass interference. Go ahead.
No, the run Bland is that spouse. They were a good spouse, right? I ain't gonna say husband or wife. I'm just gonna be neutral, gender neutral with it. They were a good spouse. They did everything they supposed to have did. Right? They made you happy. They knew everything about you. And then you caught the motherfuckers cheat. Now, you were goofy enough to stay and try to make the relationship work. But
it had to be a woman. It had to be a woman because black men don't cheat. But go ahead. I'm just talking shit.
So that's how I look at Bland. Like, Bland used to be cold, but he done fucked my trust up. I don't trust Bland like I used to trust Bland, man. And I don't know if I ever will. It's like sometimes you do too much damage, the damage is irreparable.
I pray Bland can get that trust back, man. Because we sure need him, I tell you that. Because I don't think the urgency was there at corner. They believe in him or they willing to risk it. Or either they, in their head, they said, we're going to make sure the safety play so cold, the corners ain't even going to be that big of a deciding factor. I don't know.
I don't know
and,
either,
and they probably looking at Christian like he going to be able to manage it because he doing all these disguises and shit. We not going to be running a whole lot of man, though, right?
Well, this is the thing about it. When you're playing match coverage, it's going to eventually become man.
Oh yeah, and match, yeah.
Cause it'll start off as zone, and then if they come in your area,
now you got to man up.
Yeah, and it's dependent. It's very dependent because if we meg it, you know that's that's if we meg it or we mod it, outside corner got to play man, right? So
I ain't gonna hold
what's
you.
up?
Looking at the instinct that Kobe play with, he gonna lead the team in interceptions. If we playing match and zone, that's the best thing he gonna have for him because he gonna be looking at the quarterback, looking the ball gonna have to come towards him, and he gonna be able to instinctively act on it or jump on the ball. So I think he might be able to get more interceptions than he gonna lead. I feel like he might lead the team in interceptions. No lie.
Yeah, and I don't think that's crazy. I don't think that's a crazy assessment though, because he would have led our team in interceptions last year with the production he had. So to say that he would be your interception leader this year, I don't think that's too far out on the limb, man. I definitely think he has the ball hawking ability. Hell, he was getting interceptions in the postseason. I ain't never seen that in Dallas.
That boy said never.
I don't know what you talking about. I didn't know you were allowed to get interceptions in the playoffs, man. I didn't know that.
Trayvon Diggs had one in his hands, and he forgot he had some buttery popcorn last night, and just let that shit slip away, man. Terrible. We probably could have won that game. He would have made that play.
I know. What you think about LT Overton, man? Because that's a name I haven't heard a lot of either.
I ain't heard them mention my boy from Bama. That ain't a good thing. He do play on the D line, but that ain't a good thing. That's somebody I'm gonna try to give y'all an update on.
LT, yeah, I need it.
Yeah, him and Malachi, they been quiet.
And listen, that might be the pattern. Young defensive lineman, not popping off immediately. I don't think that's rare, but for what we're trying to do this year, it might be a little concerning. I think it is part of the course though. But I did like LT Overton because of his versatility. Because he can play outside, he can play interior. And listen, I'm looking at his film right now. He did make some decent plays for y'all. I just don't think it was consistent though, right? That was one of your issues with him being here. The lead ball was he was consistently getting the sack shit.
Yeah, he didn't turn into the guy we thought he was gonna be.
I got you. I got you.
Cause like some people mind, a pass rusher is the only pass rusher there is the quick, bendy, define the laws of gravity and physics type edges. But there is another type of edge where they just hell to deal with. And them motherfuckers relentless and strong as a bitch. You know what I'm saying? Like they just strong. Them motherfuckers is big as hell and they relentless. Them type of edges be effective as hell too.
Yeah, that's what Myles Garrett is.
Yeah, you don't think of him as somebody who can stop on a dime and bend around the corners like that. He too damn big. He just hell to try to deal with.
Yep. Right. That's
Like
why.
the archetypes I'm talking about is like Tank. Tank was never that guy. He was never the bendy guy, but he still was a problem to deal with. Now, if you got a dude who got the body type like I'm describing, and he bendy, that's the first overall pick.
Oh hell yeah.
You know what I'm saying? That's the first overall pick. You damn near got to pick between them two archetypes. Either you're gonna have a pass rush specialist that's a super bendy dude, and he damn near look like a tight end or a wide receiver on the field, like Michael, or you're gonna have a big ass dude who relentless and just strong and just a force to be reckoned with. That's a pass rusher in that way. It's rare that you get both.
Yeah.
In one player. Yeah.
I agree with you though. Because the laws of physics say that you can't be both.
Yeah. Straight up. If you stepping like that, boy, now you LT, the other LT, not Overton. You on some LT shit.
Mm-hmm. Let's see. Who do you know somebody that we need I want us to see in preseason that I ain't really thought about because we don't really need a position?
Who that?
Anthony Smith.
Yeah.
We don't.
Somebody got to play practice squad, goddamn.
It really comes down to, do you think he makes the team?
I don't know about that.
He was drafted.
What round?
7th round.
That don't count.
Shit, them boys been making the team.
That shit don't count, and I want you to know that.
Where was Phil Moffitt drafted, landlord?
I just want you to know that, hand. That don't count.
You got a 7th round pick playing right now.
Did he play last year?
He was hurt. He made the team.
Allegedly.
I mean, he made the team though, Land.
He was stashed. He was not hurt. He was stashed.
They came to him, hey man, don't your back hurt? Yeah.
You know what? Look, he got to look around and see their faces. He got to read the room before he outs. Like, you know, yeah, you're right. I think my back do hurt. You're right. Yeah.
Hold on. We got breaking news from Nigel Wanza. Jonathan Taylor just reached a deal with the Colts.
Damn.
Yep.
Must be nice.
Our fantasies of a superstar running back, man, is just not going to happen.
Nope, it's not. I'm telling you right now, we can't survive a down year for Javonte. What if Javonte don't have a great year? That'll be crazy as hell. We'll be screwed at running back.
Don't you put that even on me, Ricky Bobby.
I'm just saying, look, you got to be prepared for the worst. If I was your head coach, I have reinforcements at damn near every position. I try my best to. I know it's not easy. But I have guys that you like, or you can kind of see them have that type of potential. But man, because I don't know why I'm thinking so far ahead, but I was surely thinking about, like, what would this team, at the end of this year, what you think this team gonna have to draft? Like, who is your 1st and 2nd round pick? What position, I'm saying? What position? This exercise is really just gonna show what positions you not that comfortable at. That's all.
As of today, I feel like it's corner and running back.
That's what I'm thinking. I'm thinking corner might be your 1st round pick. No. The way the Cowboys operate, they might go right tackle, They might go right tackle, corner in the second, running back in the third. But damn, if you get rid of George Pickens, you might need a wide receiver.
Yeah. And you gonna have a lot of holes if you let George Pickens lead because Kobe Durant is on a 1-year deal. If Kobe
Damn, he's
Durant,
definitely gonna need a corner then.
yeah, if he end up being your best corner and then he just walk out the door, you're gonna have to back up and find a cornerback one. What they're gonna do is that they're gonna sell you a Savon Rebel being that guy by year 3. So
Depending on what he do year 2, I might oblige. But
that's
we gotta see. Yeah.
Definitely on his ass. All right, so corner, wide receiver, running back. Probably wide receiver, corner, then running back for me because of how the draft is.
Y'all put y'all estimates in the chat too. What positions y'all think the first 3 positions the Cowboys gonna draft in 2027? If you was a betting man. Oh shit, Hen, I just thought about it. Betting is back when football come back, baby. Let's get this bag. Let's get this bag, man.
I think they finna let you. They let you bet tonight. I ain't finna do myself like that.
Nah, I ain't betting on my preseason. But yeah,
said
we trying to pay the rent with the parlay tonight.
Shit, that's dangerous. I was gonna say though, Angry said that Pickens was gonna depend on Flo. If Flo ball, Pickens may be gone next year. I don't think that Pickens gonna be here, honestly.
I think he priced out already.
Yeah.
Just being honest.
You think he get like 40, 42, 43?
Nah, I think he can get what Zay Flowers got.
Zay only got 35.
That's what I'm thinking he can get, but I think he's still priced out. If he get see what's gonna be the problem is Pickens ain't gonna take a bargain on all areas. Like if he take a bargain on the APY, he might wanna cash in on the guaranteed money. Jerry might not want to do that. See what I'm saying?
Oh, you talking about in Dallas? I see what you're saying.
Yeah, I'm talking about in Dallas. Yeah.
I was talking about on that open market. That boy get that 40 ball.
Oh, he gonna get what he want in the open market.
The open market is a wrap. Because you got to think about it. We're just talking about right now. By the time next year get here, he'll have 2 consecutive All-Pro selections. 2-time All-Pro wide receivers gonna be on the open market, bro.
And I'm gonna tell y'all right now, bro. If it's possible that George Pickens stay on this team and he take a discount, man, y'all better give him all the praise in the world. Cause I still feel like people discredit what he been doing and the character he has. I feel like people still trying to put a negative and dark cloud on GP. If he was to do that and figure that out, bro, y'all better not have nothing else to say about that, man.
Nah, Pickens gonna be here for at least this season. I ain't worried about anything else. We're just gonna enjoy the season. We're gonna run it up, you know what I'm saying, and then we'll figure that shit out next year. Well, Pickens ain't getting traded this year. Matter of fact, I wouldn't even let him hit the open market. I would put the tag on Pickens again, and somebody gonna have to come give me something for this nigga. That's how I'm moving. Hell, I might tag him and make him play again, damn.
Hey, look, I swear to God, I'm not opposed to that, but I just know that's gonna be expensive, and that might not be the best way to go about it. But in my head, in my head, shit, you work for me until you don't. I'm sorry. Because I'm telling you, I feel like it should be like that.
What? Yeah, see, JV said Pickens should get like 44 million. They were like, hey, he gonna get some money if he gets to the open market, but he got to get to the open market. And the way I see it, the Dallas Cowboys control if he gets to the open market. Because listen, the Dallas Cowboys have 2 tag candidates next year. They got George Pickens, and they got Overshown. Said draft a receiver in the first and let him develop on the CD. Y'all say this now, but see, when the time comes, y'all gonna have something else y'all gonna want to fight for in this motherfucker. So now, kidnap George Pickens again. Kidnap the nigga. Salute to the homie boss too, though. And listen,
They gonna say y'all got Flo at home.
yeah, it gonna come time y'all gonna say Flo Noah, nigga. Nah, cause
And
hey,
that might not be a bad deal, but you know, let me see it this year. Let me see this year. Cause I ain't gonna lie though. Matter of fact, I don't want to see it this year. You wanna know why? Because if I see that this year, it feel like by default y'all gonna be screwing George Pickens over.
yeah.
And I'm not advocating for George Pickens. I'm advocating for us playing the right fucking way.
And boss, they ate that tag on a bigger, on a much more suppressed cap. They ate $34 million on Dak Prescott's tag back then. George Pickens' tag will be 34 this upcoming season. So I'm not saying it's right, but if the Dallas Cowboys wanted to play that game, they could. That's all I'm saying. I'm not saying it's right to hold a man hostage. I'm not saying that they should get a long-term deal done with the man. But at the same token, if the Dallas Cowboys wanted to proceed like that, they easily could do it. Because as it stands, how your cap is currently constructed, I'm going to have to get out of here so I can take the little one to school. The school to start it back. As it's currently constructed, if the Dallas Cowboys do get the long-term deal done with Quentin Williams, and they do get the CeeDee Lamb extension done, right, and sort of reset that clock, they'll have some cap space that they can allocate. We look at it in our viewpoint as we got to find $34 million to give to George Pickens. In the mind of Jerry Jones and them, we just got to find $7 more million. So we already paying the boy 27. So I don't think that it's out the realm of possibility they could do it. And listen, I'm not mad at that thought process, but we know who we dealing with.
Yeah, I mean, I ain't gonna lie. I pretty much conceded that they ain't gonna pay him. It is what it is. But I'ma just enjoy this because I feel like with him on the team is gonna give you the best shot of winning it all. That's why we need to capitalize on this year.
Yeah. Capitalize on this year for sure. Because it get a little murky after this. Definitely get a little murky after this. All right, I gotta go be a father though, man.
Absolutely.
So everybody on the way out, make sure that y'all support. Hit the like, hit the share if you care. Slap the fuck out of an Eagles fan. And listen, man. In words that only appeared in dreamscapes. You heard these words muttered in nightmares and sleep terrors. Like, these words have never been muttered in the mortal waking world before. You might have seen
we don't
Freddy
know what
Krueger
they might do when they say it in sequence. We ain't even
destroy
sure what might
stuff.
happen. It might be a volcanic eruption happen simultaneously across the whole world. We don't know. We ain't sure yet.
Yes, indeed. And them words are never look down, because the star is up.